What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of IDK Sports Podcast, your premier pot to talk sports with the average guys. My name is Anthony. Got my man Kenny with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is your premier spot to talk sports with the average guys. Catch us 5 p.m. on all platforms, right here on YouTube or Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, anywhere you get your auditory podcast from.
What we doing?
Getting into this one.
What we doing?
It's been got the Senior Bowl that happened. And we have the fight.
Damn good weekend.
And we got some trades that happen. So, you know what I'm saying? I just think we should just, you know what I'm saying? A lot of money being passed around.
They doing the money dance. a lot of folks got to count up. Some other folks, they might have lost some ducats, but
it's a good money. A lot of money being posted up, you know, and just to hype us back up. I don't care. I'm playing it again.
Why not?
Live down in the MAVS.
Can't shut me down, baby. Can't shut me down.
I'm just playing, but nah, you know, big weekend. Man, I ain't gonna lie, yo. I watched the fight yesterday, and then I had this thing come around this ticker, and all I could say was, "Goddamn, let me help." Luka Doncic got traded in the middle of the night.
It's a stroke of 12
on Saturday. Luka Doncic got traded to the Lakers. Anthony Davis is going now to the Mavericks.
Yeah.
Man, I did not think we was gonna talk about this.
It felt unreal, bro. It was like
it happened literally at like midnight.
Yeah,
they were scrambling on ESPN to get people on.
I was reading Sham's tweets, and it was like the first one was like, a deal is being finalized. Luka to LA, 80 to the Mavs. That was like his first tweet. His second tweet literally was like the first line was like, "No, this is real. This is a real trade, and it's happening."
I didn't believe it.
It was like, I know what you're thinking. This is a real thing, and it's happening.
Like, let's just talk about before we get into like what we think is a good trade or not. We're gonna talk too much about it. Catch us Thursday. Gonna have my man No Face back.
No Face.
You know what I'm saying? No Face be back for a trade deadline special. But we're gonna talk about a little bit. Kenny don't know nothing about basketball. We're gonna talk about a little bit though.
Not too much. Not too much. Not too much on Kenny. Not too much on Kenny. You know what I'm saying? Respect my take.
Yeah, all right.
Good or bad.
Good or bad. But now seeing a all NBA player get traded in his prime, not asking for it, just
not according to the Mavs.
Just got traded. I mean, you just don't see stuff like this.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, everybody was just in shock, like, huh?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't believe it, gang. But yeah, for sure. It can happen. Nobody's safe. Welcome to the NFL, NBA.
You know?
Welcome to the NFL.
Like that was the main part of it. It's just like really, that's why it was unbelievable. Like at first, like people was like respected NBA reporters were reporting on it. And I was like, man, this shit ain't real.
Yeah.
It was just weird that it came through, even though it came through on the ESPN app for me at midnight.
Right.
Right after I was watching the fight.
Yeah, I was still going through my boxing takes.
You know, looking at the box and looking at some people talk about the fight and stuff like that. And then like, you know what I'm saying? I was really like taking contacts out, ready to go to bed. For real. And I was like, man, I text y'all like, yo, this real?
I was just laid up, you know what I'm saying, coming down off a high, you know, going through some boxing takes. This person didn't perform, post press conferences, like, all right, you know, what's the plan now? What's some post fights? You know, people have their reactions from the fight last night. I'm still going through it. And, you know, I came across Sham's tweet and I was like, it's a little bit early for April Fool's, gang. You need to stop playing on Trump's internet like that. You need to stop playing on the internet like that.
Shout him out.
Said BT, not the little one. Not the little one.
Nah, we tripping. You tripping. But yeah, I feel you. It was just like, is this real? Is this real? You know what I'm saying?
Still in shock, bro.
Yeah, it's still like that's why I'm saying like we're gonna talk about it more on Thursday because it's like more trades coming. I'm not gonna talk about right now, but if you see this on Monday, you probably know what I'm talking. And by the time we get to Thursday, it's probably gonna be even more trades.
So you might as well get them in one fell swoop.
We're gonna get them one swoop. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna push back. We're still gonna talk Super Bowl on Thursday.
Better believe it.
But we definitely gonna get into some of these trades, man, because like that's crazy. Now, as far as this trade, the Lakers, I get kind of what they're doing. I think this is like a post-star after LeBron. Like LA has to have some markets that have to have a star.
Have to have a star.
Like if you're not from a big city, which I'm not, but I visited some. You have too, right? You know what I'm saying? With Philly and DC. We know we've been to DC, we've been places like that. It's always something to do.
Yeah.
So if the team is not good, people won't come.
Afterthought. Yeah.
So the Lakers are not good. You still got the Clippers in town. You know, you still got shows in town. You still got things that can be done. So why I'm going to spend my time at the Lakers? Now, the Lakers do have a diehard fan base, but it's different from New York. New York is more, we're going to support the Knicks, whatever. The Lakers are more like they have to be, even if you're not good, even the down years with Kobe, like down a couple of years with Kobe, it's still, Kobe was still there.
Still packed at the stadium. Yeah, still packed at the arena.
So you got to have a star.
I say, you think it's still that Showtime effect? You got to have somebody in the house. Somebody got to be in the house to keep the lights on.
Yeah, somebody has to. The Lakers are better when they have a star. And that's really what it is. For the Mavericks, two things I got. I think I'm hearing reports of they didn't like how Luka took care of himself. Which you look at him, what's that?
Just to let y'all know, it was not stopping. It is not stopping. These trades are rolling.
But Luka, I think when I say not in shape, it's relative. Like he's in shape, better shape than me, you, all of us. Right? But is he like, when you look at him, do you think he's in tip-top athletic performance shape?
Do I think they're getting the best version of Luka? No.
Exactly.
And I think that's what they're comparing it to.
And that's what they're looking at. They saw, I think that the finals last year, when he couldn't guard nobody on the floor, but you can't take him off the floor because he scores 30 a game.
Right.
It's like, bro, I need you to play some kind of defense.
Yeah.
And I think they made a calculated decision because they was about to have to pay them a super max.
Yeah.
I think it's like 350?
340, yeah.
Something like that. They was looking at it like, do we want to be tied down to this? While we still got a Kyrie that's not out of his prime yet. And okay, we got an AD who when healthy is Kevin nobody's still one of the dominant big men in the league when he's healthy.
Yeah.
You got a PJ Washington. AD can still play the 4 because you still got Daniel Gafford. Maybe make another trade, get us another guard. Do we run like that and see if we can make a run? Maybe add free agent pieces. Maybe instead of maybe not have a 10-year run like we might have had with Luka, like as far as making the playoffs and stuff, or maybe have like a 4 or 5 year window, or maybe we can get better and make the Super Bowl. I mean, not a Super Bowl. See, football still on my mind. Yeah. Make the finals. I don't know. I mean, time will tell. But I do think if you don't believe in something, it shouldn't be there.
I think it's all to be revealed. I mean, as the cliche goes, time will reveal all. But I think they definitely seen something where it's like, he can't keep up at this pace.
Yeah.
It just in-house, whether they, want to share it with the public or not, some in-house said, hey, we have seen the best of Luka. Not to say that's the public's perception, but in-house, they made decisions saying, hey, we have seen the best of him. And he has shown no other effort to, push us over that hump, whether it's the conference finals or, all these playoff, each time we go to the playoffs, that's cool. But we have seen the best. Now, if there was effort being shown where we have to meet where the athletic prowess met the IQ or the scoring ability that Luka has, that's one thing, but they're not seeing it. Yeah. And I'm sold on that. Now, we're not saying that we're seeing a peak performer like a Tatum or an Ant-Man who we know they put the time in off season, that they
it's something that ready. It's definitely something that they're not telling us.
Right.
And it's all speculation. We could be wrong, but it's something saying like, yo, what we see does not gonna get us over the hump.
Yeah.
And maybe let's try another route. Is what they put in there. Now Kyrie's going to step up because in the playoffs last year, Kyrie was kind of like he got worn down a little bit.
Yeah.
AD is hurt right now with a strain. I won't say I don't know if it's a growing injury or something like that. I don't know. I know he hurt right now.
Okay.
Luka's hurt right now. But NBA players stay hurt.
That's what I'm saying. Even trade no swindle.
But I mean, we'll see. Time will tell. This is just like seeing somebody of that magnitude get traded and not just leave in free agency. Didn't ask for a trade, nothing.
Yeah.
Publicly asked for it. Is different.
And again, I know we're gonna get into it on Thursday, but I don't see neither player pretty much putting up a fuss.
Nah.
Like it's been, less than 48 hours, but still nobody's really put up like, I can't believe this. How could you guys do this to me? It's more of us onlookers. It's kind of like, damn, what's going on? But the people involved are like,
yeah.
It's a business,
business.
or like, yeah, I'm cool with packing my bags. Let's go. Get me out of here. Yeah. And that goes both ways.
Yeah. So we'll get more into that Thursday. Don't forget to check us out Thursday for our live podcast of Let's Talk About It. But let's move on to what we was coming here to talk about mostly today.
Is there?
It's the last night or Saturday night was Benavidez versus Morrell. First of all, let me say, damn good fight card. Really good fight card. I mean, all the main card fights were must see. I mean, not must see, but like for a boxing person, was like entertaining.
Yeah.
You want to go by fight?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So first you had Ramos versus Rosario.
Yeah.
Ramos showed his class. Rosario might be towards the end of his career. Ramos showed his class. I think Ramos coming off the L, the close L, controversial L, could have got him out of here. He got him out of here, but he could have like really put him on the canvas. I think he kind of played a little conservative towards the end. I mean, still giving someone body punches.
Good work,
I like how he came out, went straight to the body.
Yeah.
Body work early. I mean, body hit, body work early. Then came back up, jab, doubled up, jab, straight jab, cross, body. Like he really put his combination together. Really saw his hand speed. Didn't think he had that much hand speed before, because I never seen him like really like meticulously try to break down somebody. This fight, I think he was more. I think he fought this fight a little smarter. I think he put you can tell he had a good camp. They had a strategy.
Yeah.
Like I said, Rosario, yes, he is a former champion, but if you know Rosario, he has out the ring issues, in the ring, issues. His heyday is definitely behind him. But I do think this was a good fight for Ramos to have. Like, I don't think it was a wasted fight. I think he got the work that he needed, put the work in, and keep climbing that ladder.
Yeah, no question. And speaking of that, I'm glad you left off on that point, because this is like his fight at 160. I think he even said after his fight last night that like, hey, this was cool. Moving up to 160, this was fun, but I'm gonna go back and make home at 154 and see what that weight class is talking about. I think he probably felt better. Not that any of it wore on him during the fight. He fought a damn good fight, but he probably feel like he can get more out of his talent at 154, which only a fighter knows.
Yeah,
only a fighter knows where he likes to make home at. But as far as Rosario, he's at the end, man. And I seen a few reactions on the socials about the stoppage. I know folks don't
done.
Yeah, but folks don't like to see fighters go out on their feet. We still a little bit. Fight fans are still a little bit barbaric that we want to see somebody.
People, we had people each like for the past 2 years die outside, die right after
post fight, but that's not the news headlines that we tend to see.
Yeah, but that's what happened like 3 years in a row now. 2-3 years in a row. Somebody that died post fight.
So, and that wasn't even by his corner, if I remember correctly. I believe the ref was like, "Hey, I seen enough,"
but he kept warning them.
Yeah.
He was taking shots.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So, and that's why his corner didn't put up too much of a fight, which I respect that.
No, they did.
But
they didn't show
yeah, okay. Hey, all right, I wanted to give him some grace, but bro, you know how many wars your fighter has been in. We ain't talking about no pup off the street or no pup off the porch. Excuse me.
Like, off the court,
outside the ring, yeah.
Stuff that was
he's going with, yeah, right. So when your fighter is beat, and he was beat. He was beat. We don't have to see it.
He was never gonna quit.
Yeah, we don't have to see the end of the match to watch your fighter get bullied. So I think they made a smart decision in calling that fight how they did, because there was nothing that he could do. I think I remember Ant messaged me, or Ant, we was talking during the fight where it was like, hey, bro, he can't even put his hands up. He can't even shell up.
Body shots.
He couldn't even lift his hands up. His corner was telling him, his corner was literally begging him to, like, raise your hands, raise your hands, raise your hands. He couldn't. Folded. And it was just a mixed attack, hook to the body, back upstairs, jab, back up, back downstairs, stab, jab to the solarplex. It was just a mixed bag of everything. And I think only thing I saw lacking from his game last night was probably again, this may be a weight thing. I don't want to say this was like missing, but probably some more footwork, some more movement when he goes lighter, when he goes back down to 154.
And killer instinct.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. At 160, that might not, sometimes, as we about to discuss later when we talk about these fights, power doesn't travel every weight class.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think that the shots for damn sure was clean. Shots were clean. It was clean enough.
But I think he was still worried about Rosario maybe catching him slipping.
Yeah.
I think the L was in the back of his head. And I think
not to get too high on
the recklessness that he might have came with before.
Yeah.
He didn't. He didn't like to say, like, I'm gonna put my hands down and just come
smart.
at you. You can't hurt me.
Right.
Even though I think he got hit a couple times, he knew that Rosario couldn't hurt him.
Right.
I think he kind of like that L was still in the back of his head, like, yo, I can't take another L. I'm still up and coming. So I'm
just smart.
He was still up, jab,
right,
straight, uppercut. Like he really wasn't like really going all in for the knockout.
Yeah. And that's one thing if I gave you what I saw was missing, what I do want to big him up on, I gotta be fair, what I do want to big him up on, he was economical. And that goes to your point of like kind of letting off the gas, not getting too like built up off adrenaline, let me go for a kill. He was still economical in his approach and still attacking, still coming forward, still had, he was on his back foot all pretty much the entire fight. That's usually the sign of keep going. Let's finish him out. Yeah. But he was smart, economical, like I said, mixed bag of punches. We going overhand, hook to the body, jabs. It was just a mixed bag of a mirage of attack, and I got nothing but high hopes for him because he's still going up.
Yeah. I think he showed me something. I wasn't too high on Ramos, but I can see him contending for some championships.
Well, I'm glad you said that because he calling. He calling for your boy Charlo. When he go back to 154, he calling. And when he go back to 154, he wants to see.
Which Charlo's at 154? Which one's at 154? Jamel. Not the other one.
Not the other. I said, hey, we don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno.
I would like to see that. Nah, maybe not. Too early. How many fights Ramos got?
Yeah, not enough.
Charlo, I haven't seen him in a while, but like at 154, he's like, I know people don't like him, but he is got power and he's athletic.
Yeah, no, we can still respect Charlo.
Yeah, no,
like that one, we can still respect that one.
Yeah, like he still is very athletic and has a lot of power.
No, we ain't gotta do that.
Don't take he will get you out of here if you're not smart.
Yeah,
but he does have problem with boxers. That is known. He has problem with boxers.
Yeah.
So
but I still give Charlo. I'll still give Charlo the edge in that because he done been in street fights and he done won,
some boxing,
some IQ matches, some chess matches. So
we haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. But we can still put respect there.
Yeah. Who next? Isak versus Fierro.
This was a goodie.
It was a good fight, but I was disappointed in who I was disappointed in.
Okay, you go then.
I think Cruz is a one-trick pony.
No question.
And it didn't impress me.
Yeah.
After that L, I don't think he's ready for the top. I think Ryan. Say you want to call out Ryan Garcia. If Ryan comes right, I don't. Isak is gonna stand there as a punching bag for him. Oh boy, this ain't had the power to get him out of here. Because Isak got hit with some clean.
That's what I'm saying. They was both throwing the kitchen sink.
I mean, it was a true Mexican fight. I ain't gonna lie, that was a Mexican fighter fight.
Yeah, no question.
I got respect for Fierro. He really was throwing them things.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, Isak just stands there. He don't move.
No,
he don't do nothing. He just stand there. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, you're not ready for Tank to get you out of here. You know, Ryan to get you out of here. Devin gonna jab you to death. You're not gonna hit him.
Mm-hmm.
Shakur get you out of here.
Yeah, defense. I give you that. I give you that one.
Okay, Isak is a one trick. It's gonna be jab, maybe a straight, over right, over here right. Over here, right?
Yeah, but he's shorter than everybody.
Dude was ducking it. He saw it coming.
Yeah, but he's shorter than everybody. So that, of course, that has to be a mandatory in his punch package. Like that's a mandatory in his bag.
That was a lot closer than people want to give credit for. I think because Isak hit with some hard punches, I don't think people was giving credit for what your boy did later on.
Yeah, no, I had to. And my scorecard was way, way closer than what they had.
Them last 6 rounds. 4 of them, I gave the old boy.
Fierro, yeah. No, but they was giving so much credit to
power shots.
And he was backing Fierro up.
Yeah, but as he was backing him up, he was getting hit with uppercuts and everything. Like Fierro was still throwing uppercuts and clean shots.
And that's another thing to your point of not being impressed with Pitbull. Like he was gassed.
Yeah. After the 4th round, he was done.
He was gassed.
The other people corner knew. If Fierro corner says he's gassed, go after him.
Yeah. But you also there's hell to pay too. Because those spurts through each round, you can get cleaned up. Like I said, they was throwing the kitchen sink last night.
Yeah.
They was throwing the kitchen sink. And it only takes one. It only takes one. But for Fierro, I will apologize because, sir, I was not familiar with your game. Like, he could fight. Fierro can for sure fight. I think he had too much bravado in that fight. Bravado meaning that he wanted to stand, center of the ring. He really wanted to, match Macho with Macho and try to I can fight in the pocket too. I can throw haymakers. You can feel my power. And he did. But if he was,
I don't think he was ever hurt.
I don't think so neither.
I know Cruz was hurt. I saw him stagger.
Yeah, no, he got hurt that fight.
Cruz never hurt.
I never seen Cruz hurt.
But I don't think Cruz hurt Fierro. Was he ever hurt? No. He might have been under the stress for the punches, but did Cruz power ever hurt him?
I don't think so. But they look bad. Like in watching it, it was like when you see somebody, get jolted, it's like, okay, yeah, that doesn't look good. Even if as a fighter, you think like, nah, I can walk through that. Who's to say? You might be punch drunk, you know what I'm saying? So who knows? But for us, Fierro, I like I said, my scorecard was a lot closer than that. I just wish he was just took advantage of that. Pitbull is so linear of a fighter. There's no movement. There's no guesswork. Like, bro, and especially coming off that L to Valenzuela, like, bro, if you didn't learn nothing, because Valenzuela wasn't like crushing him with like power shots in that fight. No. He wasn't trying to like stand toe to toe with him. It was just like, I'm gonna make you miss, and I'm gonna counter, and I'm gonna make you move. Now, Fierro he had the right game plan in making Pitbull move. He made him move the entire fight, and just make Pitbull try to walk you down.
Yeah,
because he can't. One thing is clear: if Pitbull can't set his feet, he ain't throwing nothing. He ain't throwing shit.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? So make him move. But I just wish he fought more of a boxer mentality. I thought that was like his camp should have known that was evident after the Valenzuela fight. Is that it's
hard to change somebody after he been doing this so long.
Yeah. I think that was just like,
I wasn't impressed.
We fighting for the pride of Mexico, and we just gonna swing until somebody gets go to sleep.
It was as far as the fight of the, it was a good fight. I won't say fight of the night.
It was the most.
I think I
can't say that.
I think a lot of fans might say fight of the night. But I think a lot of boxers. I'm gonna talk about my fight tonight. I'll see if you agree, but I think it was good for the fans. It gave what we thought it was. As far as Cruz, I wasn't overly impressed. Like, oh, I'm gonna put you back up there with what I thought you were.
He ain't earned that respect yet. Especially at 140. Now his weight management can't, tells him that he got to be at 140, but his boxing prowess doesn't tell me that he should be at 140. Nah. He's still food there at 140.
Yeah,
but he throw hell though.
It's gonna be entertaining.
He's about to say he gonna throw hell.
It's gonna be entertaining.
No question.
Next fight, which this is personally, and this is my fight of the night for me.
Yeah, because we flip flop on that.
Stephen Scooter Fulton in the Timbs in the jean looking trunks, and this is why I say it's my fight of the night. Right? If you saw their first fight 4 years ago, they both sat there and threw. Like Brandon Figueroa is a Mexican fighter too. He likes to throw. He gonna throw. He likes to fight. As he has moved up, he became more smarter and more diligent at how he was throwing. Like he looked great his last fight. Because I remember that moved up to featherweight now. Featherweight. So now, he looked better. He looked stronger. He wasn't trying to cut so much weight like they did the last fight. They was fighting bantamweight last time. Cool Boy was moving up. Well, Scooter, he changed his name.
Yeah.
I say it's my fight of the night because this is what Steph did, what Fulton did was literally meticulously look at the fight, look at our last fight, look at this dude fight, and literally took away everything from him. Everything from him. Shorter guy, I stayed in the phone booth. You can't hit me. I was blocking. I'm still back. The uppercuts were killer. The uppercuts and body shots were nasty. And it was supposed to be a close fight against this champion that supposedly figured it out. He demolished him, put on a boxing clinic. And I know, to me, I like that. I like when somebody puts on a legit masterclass of how to take something away from somebody. He smothered his space. And then at the end, he knew that he had to try to win the fight, that Figueroa was going to try to come forward and win the fight. So he said, oh, this dude can't hit me. I got his timing down. He literally laid on the ropes and killed him for like 7 rounds. Laid on the ropes. Oh, okay. Turned him. It was nothing Figueroa could do. And this was a fight of the year, 2021. Everybody thought Steph was done. Fulton was done. And it looked like he ready at super feather. You ain't like it?
Yeah, I'll let you get your take.
You ain't like the fight?
I'll let you ready for me?
You don't think Fulton did good?
I didn't. I had the exact opposite. So
wow.
if you had the Cruz and the Fierro fight as like, yo, not impressed fight, this was my not impressed fight.
What were you not impressed by?
I was not impressed. I was not impressed by Fulton. I thought Fulton was clearly superior. Let me start by that.
I think he's a taller fighter.
I thought
a 4-inch reach.
I thought Fulton was
advantage.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I thought Fulton I thought he was superior. I'm not taking nothing away from him. I'm just saying I wasn't impressed with this fight. How can I say this? I think they fought in the phone booth and it left a lot to be desired. That's my true feelings on it because the game plan was right. Bozy Ennis was in his corner, which I didn't know was his trainer for this fight.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, shout out to my boy Boots. You know what I'm saying?
Keep trying to bring him up.
I didn't know he switched up. That's what's up. But and he was like feeding him the game plan in the corner. It was like, hey, uppercut. He just kept saying it every round. Uppercut is there.
And it was there.
And he shot it. And no, he shot his gun. That's what I'm saying. He was superior. He shot his gun, but
what did you want him to do different?
I felt like there was if there was a knockout candidate, if there was a game plan that lived up to how I'm trying to say this. I'm trying to figure out how I'm trying to say this. If Fulton executed the game plan, which he did, it was the perfect game plan. That game plan should have led to a knockout. But somehow he did exactly what Bozy was saying, but it didn't lead to a knockout.
This dude, but boy ended up on the canvas. And he's like I think a little bit in your. How much have you watched of Figueroa?
Not too much of Figueroa.
So like Figueroa is like a smaller pit bull when he was coming up, straight ahead, nasty fights. That's what they called him a heartbreaker because they said like his face would get messed up in the fights, but he just type of dude that look like he lost, but he look at the other guy like, yo, he done effed this dude up.
Yeah.
Like nasty fights. That's why their first fight was a bunch of action. Steph Fulton knew that. And everybody thought it was done. He said, okay, I'm going again. He's bigger now. Now he's at his actual weight class.
Yeah.
If you saw him 4 years ago and you see him now, like this is his weight class. Super feather, and I don't know what's above it. It's like his weight class. He was kind of smaller. He got a little bit more experience. He was becoming more of a boxer. But that leaning forward stuff that he was doing and swinging, that used to get people out of here.
Yeah.
At his weight.
Yeah.
At that Bantam and all that was getting people out. That's how he won the championship. That was getting people out of here.
Yeah, it had to be something.
Fulton had to close the air somehow. He had about 5-inch reach on him.
Right.
Because he's like Sebastian Fedora, who's like a super welter, but he's tall as hell and got that reach.
Yeah.
That's how Figueroa is.
Understood.
So I said it was a masterclass. Like you said, he fought. They had a great game plan. Could he have got him out of here? Maybe if he took it a little bit more serious. But I think Fulton was trying to prove to people like, oh, yo, I'm really that boxing dude. Like, I'm that boxing guy that y'all was talking about when I was coming up in Bantam. I only went overseas and lost to him. You know what I'm saying? But I still can really box out here.
Yeah.
I don't have to slug with him. I'll just play with him.
And that's my point. Now that you like while you was talking, I was kind of thinking about what exactly was my why I was not impressed. It made me more question Fulton's power than his boxing ability. Like I said, he was superior in that fight.
Yeah. He
was superior last night. But I was like, damn, the game plan is perfect. He's fighting the perfect fight. But damn, if the game plan is perfect, he's fighting the perfect fight, why the F is this dude not on the canvas then?
Some people got heart.
And now you telling me that, Figueroa, he don't, he ain't no.
He got that Mexican pride in him.
He ain't no walk in the park, and he, bro, done been in
battles,
wars. You know what I'm saying? He a war zone fighter. Then all right, cool, I give you that. But
I just
real quick. But the last thing about Figueroa was after so many rounds, it's like that whole wild flurry.
He made him revert back to his old self. That's what made me.
After so many rounds, it's like, dude, that's not working.
I know, and it wasn't his core. That's what he wasn't doing when he came to Super and won them belts. Steph took him out his mindset so bad he went back to his old self. That's why I said I loved it, because he said, I haven't seen that Figueroa in 3 years. Him fight like that in 3 years.
Yeah. But even in the post fight, Fulton was like, nah, his power didn't even change in those 3 years. So yeah, you might have found your comfortable weight, but the power didn't, you didn't bring no power with you.
He ain't getting no clean punches on him. Now the first fight, if anybody want to go watch, you can watch the first fight in 2021.
Yeah.
That was a slugfest, fight of the year candidate. They was going at it, kind of like Cruz and old boy they were going at it. But this fight, Fulton said, nah, I'm gonna fight in the phone. I'm gonna smother your power.
Yeah.
So you can't get your arms extended and really hit me.
Right.
He smothered him, killed him with uppercuts to the body, uppercuts to the face, overhands, this, that, and the third. Turned him. Really combination. He ain't throw. I don't think Fulton threw anything just one time.
No.
He was comboing him the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? 2-piece and a fry, dog. Every time. But I think this is a great game plan. I personally like that style of boxing when you take somebody out of when they can't do anything they want to do. That's why I said it's my fight, because for 10 rounds, 12 rounds, because it's a championship fight.
Yeah.
12 rounds, old boy couldn't get nothing off.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Like I said, bro, it's kind of hard to make a.
Everybody don't got the power to get somebody out of here.
That's really the issue for me, because it's like, damn, some of those body shots, some of those uppercuts, some of those shots that Fulton was landing clear, clean, flesh, those should wear on you. Now I didn't see any fatigue in Figueroa, so I was like, damn, is it a power issue? Is it dude may just have a heart of a lion. And that may very well be the case for Figueroa. He just may have whatever they like to use, iron chin, you know what I'm saying, harder, fist of stone, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Iron chin is crazy.
But it's like, bro, if you want, brother,
that's crazy.
Some of this boxing terminology will leave you second guessing if you even like this sport. They're swapping.
A stiff chin. What?
Yeah, they're swapping it out now.
Excuse me?
I beg your pardon.
Slut.
You're a whore. He's abusing his face. Like, why? He's having his way with it. Like, yo.
Yeah, boxing get wild. I get what you're saying.
But yeah, that was it.
I think that Fulton just broke him down, and I'm happy for him, yo, because like he actually is still like we're talking about before the Anywhere fight. He was a top 10 pound for pound guy.
Yeah,
and people act like that one loss made him not that dude no more.
Yeah,
and I'm glad he got that W. Got not even his get back. He beat him the first time, so he got his belts. You know what I'm saying? Go do your thing. I don't know who else is at super feather. I'm not too big on the champions at some of the smaller ones, but I think Figueroa still got some good things ahead of him. I think he is still a good boxer, but I think Cool Boy, keeps trying to call Cool Boy, Scooter.
Yeah.
I think Steph Fulton, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, man. Philly boxing came in there with the Timbs on.
You know what I'm saying? The boy had the jean
shorts on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. Maybe your boy, you know what I'm saying, start running and fight somebody.
Hey, man. Shout out to Ennis. Shout out to the Ennis team. You know what I'm saying? Getting your boy Scooter right. You know what I'm saying? You know who you come see when you're ready to be a champion. Yeah. You know who to come see.
Get to this main event, man.
Let's do it.
Benavidez versus Morrell. I got a lot on this one.
I got a few things to say about this fight too.
Benavidez won in a decision.
Yeah.
Unanimous decision.
Yeah, come on now.
How you feel about the fight?
Oh, I'll take it. Yeah. Oh man. All right, 175. Benavidez. My brother. You might, I'm gonna hate saying this. You might be a weight bully, brother. You might be a weight bully at 168. Because 175 to a guy that only had 11 fights, and mind you, Morrell floated between light, heavy, crew. He didn't been places. He didn't been in a few divisions. You should have got him out of there.
Was Morrell hurting that fight? No. That's what I thought about the fight. After I said, I don't think Morrell ever got hurt.
No.
I don't think you ever.
No.
I think his face.
No.
I think you did damage. But I don't think you really hurt him.
And this is what I'm gonna tell you. My biggest takeaway. Back to also gotta watch the Let's Talk About It podcast. I said it there. If you give me a Morrell with 20 fights, if you give me a David Morrell with 20, somewhere between 17 to 24 fights, he beats Benavidez. He just hasn't had the experience yet. And it was I caught myself damn near rooting for Morrell because I'm like, dude, if you knew this tactic, if you knew that, bro, you can clean him up. You can clean him up because it's not there. Because he got popped. Morrell
so staggered.
Morrell can crack.
Because that one in the corner on his back foot when he hit him with that straight.
Yeah,
dude knees buckled, bro.
Yeah, he clipped him on. That's what I'm saying.
And he knocked him down.
We gonna get into that. That wasn't a knockdown.
That wasn't a knockdown.
That wasn't
he
a
caught
knockdown.
him off balance.
That wasn't a knockdown. We can do it. That wasn't a knockdown.
That was a knockdown.
I don't get that. I don't have that as a knockdown. I think he got shoved, caught the boy feet out of place. That
dude was out of place, and he hit him. Right here.
I don't even think he hit him.
Yeah, that was a knockdown.
Not in my book. But back to Morrell, bro. He got the punching power. He got the counter. He's quick. He got the shots to do it. But bruh, if you just had like a little bit more experience, bro, like there was times when I was like, man, just take advantage of these down periods where like you can see Benavidez trying to like catch his wind, trying to regroup. More substantial, like the high guard. Even the high guard got to come out that shell.
Hold on. I'm trying to cut this off. Hold on. Go ahead.
Yeah, but even like coming, I forgot where I was at. But coming out of that high shell, bruh, those moments, you know what I'm saying? Body movement, some of the footwork. He has like the early parts of that, but like, damn, brother, I wish you had more experience. But to the victor goes the spoil, so I gotta show Benavidez love too. Jab was there all night. He made his job easier in those early rounds because he had it like he inflicted damage, a lot of body work. You know what I'm saying? Went to the body early and it paid off. So I can't even hate on that. But I just don't know.
Some of the highlights up now.
I just don't know.
Kenny?
We can go now. If you can you play it in like whatever, like slow, like playback speed? Yeah.
All right, hold on. So I'm trying to get to the right point.
All arm. All arm. That never came around.
That's not knockdown. He called that wrong. That's not a knockdown. You're right. You're right. But we can get into some other stuff real quick. Like, this is why I got it up on the screen. Look at that. Jabs.
Hand speed. He got the makings of a great fighter. He got the makings of a great fighter.
Not too much. I got to pay for it, man.
Yeah.
Not too much, man.
Morrell has the makings of a great fighter, but it was just too soon, man. It was just too soon. But I was showing love to Benavidez though. But Benavidez made his job a lot easier. I can kind of see, it was funny because I can kind of see some of that RoboCop fight style that Morrell talk about, because he does look kind of like a zombie. Like he just slow walking, kind of like how Former used to do, just like slow.
Yeah,
walk you down, and then just lower the boom.
Be careful with the Foreman comparison.
Just like, but I show respect when I do it. It was just like slow.
They come for you,
walk you down, and he just drop the boom.
Somebody said I should never talk about boxing.
Hey, brother, we tried. I tried to get you out of there. You still paying your tab on that, and I get it because that was a crazy ass take. But
oh man,
nah, but good fight though.
Good fight. I really like. I kind of say same thing, man. Morrell, man. If he had about 10 more fights, I think Benavidez has a hard time. It's the second fight. I'm not impressed with Benavidez and his power transferring. I think he better hope Bivol wins the second fight. He better pray that Bivol wins the second fight.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants to be in the ring with Benavidez.
Even in that, I don't think he can hurt neither one of them.
I don't think he can hurt, but I don't think Bivol's going to try to knock him out neither. I don't think Bivol power is going to hurt Benavidez like that.
And honestly, if we moving past this fight, if it is,
now, let me finish.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah. I got you.
I think that Benavidez still is a good boxer, and that's going to always keep him in fights. Like, he's a big dude that can still throw from different angles. And yes, he can do damage.
Yeah.
Is he gonna hurt you at this weight? No, I don't think so. I think the proof of the pudding is out. He's not gonna hurt you at this weight. But can he do damage to you? Yes. Can he box with you? Yes. The only thing that's different is I saw him get hit a couple times in this fight. Not saying that can he take the power on this level? Wow, that's crazy. But it's boxing, yo. Pause.
Can he take the power? Can he handle it? Can he withstand?
But can like that's the real thing. Like I think Morrell hurt him a little bit, maybe once that one at the corner.
Yeah, he got clipped. Yeah.
Got clipped with that one. But is he going to be able to get clipped a lot? That's the thing, because he can still box. So I don't want to say it's all doomed for Benavidez. I'm just saying the power that you showed at super middle is not translating to light. Because with some of them punches that you was getting off on Morrell, you should have got him out of here. And
that's 2 fights. That's 2 fights where we seen that same. It was the same deal.
I think Morrell has everything ahead of him. I think he's a future champion, probably a future unified champion, maybe even a future undisputed champion at light. If he stays at light and they do right what they put, I think light is where he needs to be.
Yeah.
I don't think he needs to go back up to cruiser or heavy. Stay at light, stay at 175. I don't know how big of a dude he is. If he can make super middle, maybe take a fight there if it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I do think that at light heavyweight, you're looking at a future champion. I think Benavidez just caught him early. Yeah. Kind of like when Floyd caught Canelo. Not saying Canelo could beat Floyd, but Canelo only had, 17 fights at that time?
Yeah.
I don't think that. I think Morrell only had, this is his 11th fight.
11th fight. He's still
and I still show he's very athletic, natural athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Never really was hurt in that fight. That's my main takeaway. He was never really. He might have had damage, so you could look at him and say, "Oh, his eyes fucked up" and stuff like that. He took some damage, but he was never hurt.
Yeah.
And this is why, moving forward, Benavidez versus Bivol. I don't see him beating Benavidez beating neither of them unless he changes something different. But I give him better odds against Bivol than he does Beterbiev. A dude that's actually going to come forward that might get you out of here.
Yeah. I agree that same take. That's it. Whether it's Bivol or Beterbiev, I'll start with Bivol. If he fights Bivol is just as much or even more so of an athlete than we saw with David Morrell. So he's going to lose that. He's going to lose in that aspect. Mm-hmm. But the difference between Morrell and Bivol has better defense than Morrell does. So those shots that Benavidez was getting away with on Morrell, like I said, is that damn inexperience. But those shots that he was getting away with on Morrell would never happen. And he's going to make you move. So all that zombie RoboCop, whatever moniker they try to put on Benavidez, we're going to put that to the test. Because along with that, my third point is he's a better boxer than Benavidez. Bivol is.
Yes.
So now we talking about angles. Now we talking about footwork. Now we talking about a power jab, which I was kind of getting mad at Morrell again last night. Like, oh, you ain't even using your jab, and that's that goes to inexperience.
Had to.
He did, but he doesn't know the impact of what a jab can do towards building out a fight.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or going to the body. Like those, those foundation pieces of how that can win the fight late.
Yeah.
That's not a part of Morrell's game right now. But cats like Bivol and Beterbiev, they know that for a fact.
Yeah.
That's already instilled. We ain't got to question that part. So that's just on the Bivol side. We go to Beterbiev, you're not hurting him. You're not hurting him, and he's gonna hurt you. He's stronger than you.
Yeah.
And he's not relenting.
I'm almost want to see what Benavidez. I was kind of stuck that Benavidez get Canelo out of here, but now
not at 175. They play with some safe. Go back to 168.
I don't think Canelo fight him at 175.
Yeah, that'd be your best bet. Go to 168.
Yeah. Do you think Benavidez was a weight bully?
I wouldn't lead into that because everybody got to sign the contract, so you know the deal.
Just saying, do you think he was being a weight bully staying at super middle as long as he did?
No, because he still had cats coming in there, so I wouldn't believe that. I'm not gonna buy that stock all the way. Because they were saying that about Canelo too. So no, I'm not gonna buy that stock all the way. But I think at 175, he gonna have trouble. If he's trying to make home there, he gonna have trouble. He gonna be out. He gonna be back and he's gonna be out in the street before he get to make his bed up there. Because some of those cats up there, bro, you ain't seen the top of you ain't seen the elite of the elite yet. and that's gonna be a problem for him. That's easy to
Are
tell.
we saying it's gonna be a problem for him because he can't the power and the knockout power that we saw before? Because he still is winning the fights rather convincingly.
Yeah. Like I don't have Andrade, or is it Andrade or Andrade? I can't never pronounce his name right. I don't think Andrade is the quality of fighter of a Bivol or Benavidez. I don't think Morrell is the quality fighter of not even those two. Chick, who he just fought at 175 before. I don't think neither of those guys are at that level. But so when I'm saying you're beating guys with names, former champions, so I ain't gonna take nothing from them. But if you trying to get into that dance,
yeah,
there's a reason why it took a while for even them two to get in the ring together. So know who you calling out. Make sure you certain of that name you want to put on that bullet, because those two, they gonna give you hell. They gonna give you hell, and that was evident last night. That was evident.
Yeah, before as the whole fight night, good fight card. Like I said, my whole takeaway from each fighter, the winners, Ramos, keep going. He's going the right trajectory.
Mm-hmm.
Going to eventually get them championship fights. Rosario career most likely is on the downswing, and then Ferrero, I don't know how many more chances he gets. Still a good fighter, maybe a good, probably still gonna be stuck fighting up and comers and people on the bounce back, but damn good fighter. Isak win, but not impressed. Not impressed. Fulton, hey, is super feather gonna be your new home? Are you trying to unify like you did at Bantam?
It's a good shot at that. He got a good shot at that.
You know what I'm saying? We'll see. I mean, I liked everything he did, Figueroa, and now you got to go back to the drawing board again. 2 L's to the same person. So see what that look like. And for Morrell, keep grinding. Keep grinding, Morrell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing. I'll definitely see future champion.
Yeah.
And you just gotta keep grinding. Don't let this L, you know what I'm saying, take you the wrong way.
At all.
Keep grinding. That's nothing I want to give about Fulton. Stephen Fulton, that he got put on the canvas and got up and still, most of them jokers get put on the canvas in their previous fights. It's hard for them to come back.
It's a mental thing, yeah.
He got put on the canvas, came back and dominated. So that shows some mental toughness right there. So shout out to him. And Benavidez is still yet to be seen. You know what I'm saying? I still think he can hang with the top guys. With me, it's a wait and see. Like I still think he still has enough boxing IQ and enough boxing prowess to hang with him, but can you beat him?
Yeah.
That's really like hasn't been like, yo, this is your weight class. Yeah, you can be that guy. Not seeing it like I used to. And with every fight at 175, it's starting to dwindle more.
Yeah. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So let's get into the next topic, Senior Bowl and the East-West Shrine game. Basically like all the postseason bowls for scouting time, NFL drafts is in full effect.
Yeah.
Let's get into Senior Bowl, man. Some winners and losers, man. Who you got?
All right, you want to go Shrine or you want to go Senior Bowl? Just strictly Senior Bowl? I'll stick with Senior Bowl, bro. Speaking of just winners and losers, coming off that boxing segment, bruh. Some people swung for the fences. Some people just completely struck out. I have a few winners, and I'm gonna start with I think I'm gonna start with his name Jack Beck. That was an easy pick just because of along with his outstanding play throughout the week, he has the storyline that you can definitely empathize and resonate with. So for those that don't know, wide receiver out of TCU, career starter, play some special teams, the whole thing. Even his outlook prior to this week was like he can give you some special teams contribution. Maybe at some point, maybe give you wide receiver 4, wide receiver 3, long term. But he was just reliable on the field. Throughout practice, gave you, nothing was too outside of his catch radius. He definitely put that on display. You know, we talking from shoelace to climbing the ladder, good hands, you know, making himself available, making himself open. Everything on the field was definitely above and beyond what I was expecting. But the off the field storyline, as I mentioned, to go along with it was even just it was breathtaking, man. Because like if you don't know, Jack Beck's brother, he lost his brother recently in the New Orleans attacks, and also from IDK. Hearts go out to all those that still dealing with that, dealing with the effects of that attack. But his brother was one of those casualties as well. So coming off of that and jumping straight into like Senior Bowl practices and was literally like shining throughout the week. The corners and linebackers even had him named as one of the toughest matchups throughout the week, just to show you how tenacious he was throughout the practice segment. But even in the bowl game, he ended up winning, like having the game winner. So that's off the Jack Beck. Definitely a winner. Definitely raised his draft stock. I mean, not even just because of the storyline, but also because of his play. It definitely made me go back and watch some tape on him. Just like, all right, you know, he actually is that guy. You know, he is, you know, QB friendly. You know, even throughout the week, I don't agree with this take, but even throughout the week, he was like QB friendly of the Puka Nacua level or a Cooper Cup level, where they're not elite athleticism. I see where you're going. He don't have that physical makeup, but as far as being QB friendly is the where I'm going with that take. But I'm not all the way there yet. But he is I didn't say he was Puka.
Hey, bro.
I said he was QB friendly. But
your socials? Say your socials.
He was we okay. He was. I wouldn't stand on that, but I got another prospect. I got another prospect coming up that I would stand on. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm with you, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all for IDK and the IDK family. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things going on with me this week. Kenny gonna hold down the Senior Bowl stuff, and we're gonna definitely break them down though. So be on the lookout for that. Getting a little ahead on some stuff. Kenny gonna break down stuff. I do know some people now. Don't get twisted. I know who he's talking about. Don't get twisted. But we all gonna break down some people. Beck might be one of the people we break down.
Nah, that's what I was saying.
Nah, he Puka, right?
Nah, break
him down, bro. Don't shout him out. Shout him out. We breaking down TCU film.
You can find it here only at IDK. but
nah, we are not. Before he gets to the next one, we will be breaking down, folks. And you will see them videos popping up. I'm not gonna show them a day. It might not even be a day. But we all gonna have like tape film.
Yeah.
Breaking down some people. But let me get to my winner. I got a winner.
There you go.
I saw one person that I heard a lot about. This is off reports. I saw a little bit of it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta work, I got a job. Let me keep hit that subscribe button. Hey. Kyle McCord, quarterback. Made some money today. Made some money at the Senior Bowl. I knew he was accurate. I didn't know how accurate he was. And his arm strength kind of surprised me.
Boy, he was up there throwing.
Yeah, like his arm strength kind of surprised me. And in the world where we're looking for QB 3 to 5,
yeah,
he can get in that range.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's he had a good Pro Bowl. Who else had a good Pro? It was a running back. Was it ETN?
Yeah, ETN did good.
I think
ETN, Georgia Trevor.
Who was killing? What? It was somebody killing the linebackers. Was it a tight end or a running back? It might have been ETN killing them.
ETN had a good showing.
ETN had a good showing, but yeah, he had a good showing. The tight end for Miami,
size,
he a raw talent though. Like, he's not like a finished product, but as far as his size, athleticism, and everything, they say he did a really good job. He looked really good in the tape I saw. I saw some good O-line and D-line play. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know names.
Yeah.
But I saw some D tackles getting after it. I saw some good guard play. They was going at it.
Yeah.
That was some that's why I want to break down some more. We might have a trenches day where we look at some of that stuff, but there's some good offensive linemen in this draft.
No question.
And it's some decent D linemen in this draft, but it's some really good tackles, guards, centers in this draft. And I know that's not sexy. I know it's not sexy. I know it's not like a receiver or a DB or a hard-hitting linebacker. But again, this year, it might be a run on offensive linemen again. Got your boy from Texas who wasn't there. It's like I think like the top guard, the tackle.
Yeah.
Probably he like number 3 prospect or something like that.
Boy, make it hang.
It's some good line
couple
play.
Tackles out of LSU.
Yeah, because like everybody talking about Shador and Cam, but I think on most people draft boards, they're down like as far as total one, are down like 5 and 6. They're not up there like at the top. I think it's a tackle up there at number 3. We can pull it up. We probably talk about a little much more in the next episode, some of the draft prospects, but like I said, go back to Cal McCord, had a good week. One of my losers, because you probably got another one.
Yeah.
And this one hurt my heart. I like this guy, and I still do like him. But Milroe still have a good showing. And he has raw talent, but he got to learn how to throw the short and Intermediate game. Deep ball, it was pretty. It was pretty. He was dribbling, like skipping them. But then he has the speed he got too. He's going to get drafted pretty high because sometimes somebody think they can like work with that.
Yeah.
But I think he didn't help himself. I think he went from QB4, QB3, dropped himself kind of down.
Yeah,
definitely behind Jackson Dart.
Yeah, I definitely had Milroe as a loser this week. But to your point, after Shador and Cam, everybody's looking for who's going to be QB3. I think Jackson Dart had a pretty good week. I'm not as sold as some of the pundits are on his week, but I for damn sure Jalen Milroe didn't help his cause this week. I think it's still like the raw athleticism. I think he's still fighting that. I don't want to do the comparison of Anthony Richardson because
Anthony Richardson can throw the ball a little bit better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anthony was a little bit more polished of a passer.
Is you don't want to say Joe Milton and Jalen because I think Jalen a little bit better than him.
Mm-hmm.
He's like in between them two.
That's what I'm saying. So it would definitely be a project. Definitely something like we're gonna work with mechanics. We're gonna see if we can throw a couple pitches in your repertoire other than just the fastball or other than just the deep shot. For football terminology, but Jalen Milroe,
we haven't put it together though.
I think he's still fighting some of that athleticism. That's just like his first thing. Like when the heat get hot, I know I can bail out my team and help us win just off pure athleticism. But that wasn't there wasn't really space for that in this bowl setting because they got rules and certain things they don't allow, especially like. The way the game was ran, just because like defense can only do so much.
He ain't trying to hurt nobody.
Yeah, exactly. So it wasn't a platform where even his athleticism can be showcased. But moving off of that, going back to the trench work that Anthony mentioned, some guys, especially on the defensive side of the ball, some guys was doing so damn good they just left practice or they just left the bowl week.
And some rush in that was killing.
They were just cooking that much. Like off the top of my head, Shamar Stewart from Texas A&M
had a good week.
First round lock. He went up there first few days, just kicked ass all week, and was like, all right, I'm done. All right, he got his measurements out, or did all the height, weight stuff. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, gave those old linemen hell. Thursday, I'm only doing interviews. By Friday, he was back on a plane. Same thing with Mike Green. Tuesday, Wednesday drills, put old boy on his back, straight bull rush. And he was more of he was being billed as one of those like finesse pass rushers, somebody that had moves, maybe just a speed rusher that can, win just because he can bend the corner. But bull rush, put a tackle to where he was looking up at the sky. You know what I'm saying? Just off a bull rush. So, and mind you, I don't know why nobody thought this dude was sweet because he had 17 sacks this past season, led the FBS. So he wasn't no chump to begin with. But like I said, Tuesday, Wednesday, did my damn thing, laid my stunt down. I'm back on a plane by Friday. So again, another first round lock. I think about going off to my corners, Ray Thomas, restoring that feeling of FSU DBs. If you ain't if you're not a man scheme, man scheme defense, I'm looking at like a Brian Flores or a Spagnuolo or one of those guys who run a lot of like heavy man schemes. You shouldn't even look his way. But if you are one of those few defenses out there that still does that, he's gonna be a specialist in that. Lock up. I'm not calling him, he ain't island ready. I don't think he's island ready, but he's definitely a man on man. You know what I'm saying? I got my receiver.
Yeah.
I got mine. Yeah. Again, don't make him travel. He's not Revis. I'm not saying none of that. But as far as man technique, you got a guy. Thinking about some other guys. I can't remember his last name, but there was a tackle. Armand, I cannot remember. Almost like Mbao. I don't want to disrespect him and mess up his last name, but he had a good showing as far as showcasing his talent on the edge as a tackle. I think he made transition more inside, become a guard, but kick step coming off the line of scrimmage, hand placement, shooting his hands.
Mm-hmm.
He had a damn good showing this week. So definitely, this is probably like my first time. I want to say like my first time this in the Senior Bowl circuit that I was like, okay, this O-line, D-line trench work. This is more fun. And I don't even think they gave too much light to the wide receiver and DB play just because how exciting it was down at the other end. We had cats calling out each other. And let me get such and such because he was giving me hell all week. Emory Jones. I see a few folks had him listed as a loser for this week, but not in my eyes. He was facing some dogs, and he was calling out dogs all week. For those who don't know, Emory Jones is the tackle out of LSU.
Yeah.
He was calling out dogs all week. Then duck, no fades. 1-on-1, give me your best pass rush move. And some of those, sometimes you get beat. That's the name of the game.
Yeah.
But he was winning a lot of those competitions too. And he was talking his talk, popping his shit. So in my book, the way the run on linemen sometimes go, he may end up being a first rounder, but definitely a day 2 lock. He can be a player. Because he definitely got some competitor in him. If anything, you walked away from this week knowing that he's a damn competitor. Yeah. And that's okay with me. That's okay with me.
You need that from your line.
Especially if you find yourself in a situation like let's say the Lions or the Chiefs or the Eagles, where you already have you already have your 5 guys who's going to be your starter. But in those times where you need a swing tackle or a swing guard, somebody that you can develop for the next 2 to 3 years, who may end up being a starter because of retirement or because you lose guys during the offseason.
Yeah.
That's a guy I'd definitely take a chance on because he got a fire in his belly to play the position. No question. But I was very impressed by the trench work. I show a little love to wide receivers. Jimmy Horn had a hell of a week during Shrine Bowl week.
Yeah, he was nasty.
They unguardable.
Nasty. One of the receivers from Georgia had a good week too. At the Senior Bowl.
Is it Anaya Smith? Annie Smith. I can't remember his full name.
Yeah.
But he had a good week too. Tez Johnson out of Oregon. That I can't leave this segment without mentioning his name. Real quick about Tez, bro. Tez actually came up with Bo Nix. Went to high school, came up as kids, bro. Used to sleep over his house, the whole spiel.
How old is this man?
Tez, he like 23 too. He like 22, 23, bro. Damn. Probably even older. I'm not even looking at his bio. But
look it up. What's his name?
Tez Johnson, wide receiver out of Oregon.
Go ahead. I'll look it up.
Let me tell you something about Tez, bro. What's most impressive? Tez showed up to Senior Bowl week.
He's 22.
You 22?
How you play with Bo?
At Oregon. They was both at Oregon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Bo was there forever.
But Real quick about Tez, man. Tez showed up on Monday this past Senior Bowl week. Showed up, did his height, weight, whatever. Dude showed up and was like 5'9" and some change and weighed 156 pounds.
Small dude.
Thin man. He was the thin man. But I be damned. Tez was unguardable all throughout practice. Unguardable. Now, I know what you're thinking, like, yeah, King, that's in practice. They can't, you can only be so physical. You can't, hey, I'm talking even in man, you can't put a hand on them. Release, stem.
They brothers.
Driving
Bo Nick's family adopted that man. It's a real blind side. Go ahead, bro.
Bro. But just his practices, bro, he was
strong side.
Why you can't do nothing with people? That's why you can't do nothing with niggas, bro. But
strong side.
Left side.
If you get it, you get it. If you
Right.
don't.
But man, Ted's had a pretty damn good week. Hats off to him, bro. Hats off to him. Now,
like really brothers. That's crazy.
Now, one thing I will say, he probably showed up. That's like the lightest I've seen a receiver show up since
smallest I've seen anybody.
Damn, probably like Calvin Austin. I think even he was like 180, 170. No, probably like 170 something.
That would hurt him though, because he put up some numbers, but that's really small,
bro. 156 sub 160. Yeah, that's
sub 6 foot. Not even 170.
Where you gonna put him at? You can't put him in the slot. You gonna get killed.
Maybe he plays stronger than he looks.
Yeah, that's gonna have to be the case, because I know one bad pass, one like
it's over. It's over.
Oh, folded, no question, folded. But as far as like running routes on air, he looked good. I can tell you that. But I know some of those routes when it comes like game time and that buzz safety coming down, gonna be a cleanup on aisle 3. But he did good this week. But I definitely want to show love to Tez, bro. He did his damn thing.
Yeah, man.
That's what I got for Senior Bowl, man. That's what I got.
We're gonna definitely break down some more people for the Senior Bowl, and get into like some prospects that we like, top prospects that we just might like. Some people that we think are like some sleepers.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny always comes with some sleepers. Do they be good?
And I'm gonna bet the house on them every time. I'm gonna bet the house on my sleepers every time.
So told everybody Kyle Wilson was the next coming to Deion Sanders.
You know what I'm saying? Win some, lose some.
All you listen to me when I tell you, I'm gonna be realistic with mine. Then he gonna tell you like, oh man, he's a star. He's a star. I'm like, good player.
They don't even remember Kyle Wilson. I'm sure we got people here that don't even remember Kyle Wilson.
They gonna look him up now.
You know what I'm saying? Not too much of my man from Boise. You know what I'm saying?
Trash.
Not too much of my man from Boise.
But
in my defense, for every Kyle Wilson, there's a Jason Barrett. Not too much on Jason Barrett. Went Pro Bowl his second career.
Yeah, that's all he did, and then he stayed hurt.
But he was just hurt
forever.
He was just always hurt
forever.
But when he was playing,
them 2 years he played,
he was a damn hot diggity damn dog. He was a hot dog.
Man stayed hurt. That man made a tackle, hurt his own shoulder. And it wasn't like he was Bob Sanders hitting people out here. He got ran over.
Jason Barrett is a legend. He's a legend in my book.
A legend?
Jason Barrett is a legend.
You're wilding with the tape. You just said Beck is like Puka.
I said he was QB friendly.
You said their name in the same sentence. It's crazy work.
Boy, I hope they don't chop this up because they gonna make me.
But like that, man.
It's over. Yeah. It's over. Yeah.
IDK Sports.
It's over. Yeah.
Monday, 5 p.m.
Yeah.
5 p.m., man. Right here on YouTube. Subscribe, like, share.
Yes, sir.
Catch us on any auditory podcast platform. I don't care where you listen to it.
Yeah.
You'll find it.
It's over.
Until next time,
What's happening?
I holla.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.